Hi, I'm going to show how to basically write a program in ViMAP that utilizes color and graphing. And I also want to, in the process, point out some resources within ViMAP uh, that are going to be very helpful, like the dictionary tool and a color map that will allow students and teachers to use color in a very productive way while using VMAP. So I'm going to write a simple program that just allows the user or the student or the teacher to draw a spiral, a rectangular spiral. The first thing I'm going to do is in the setup procedure, just put the pen down and set the initial step size. And I usually uh, always say that you want a step size that will actually be visible on screen, large enough to be visible, but small enough so that the turtle doesn't wrap all the way around the screen unless you want the turtle to do that. Okay, now, so setup is sort of the procedure that we use to specify commands that the turtle should only do once at the very beginning of running the program. Then we write other code in the procedure go. And go is basically the procedure that the turtle will run forever or as long as the program is running. But setup only happens once at the very beginning of running the program. Uh, so in Go, we want first the turtle to go forward. Then we want it to make a right turn, and then we want it to set its step size to a larger value. Let's say, so we started at 40. So at the end of the first go procedure, the turtle step size should be 40 plus 10, that's 50. Now we want the turtle to basically place a measure point. Now here is where things can get even more cool. We can actually add this command that asks the turtle to set its color to its current value plus or minus or times or divided by a value that we can specify. Now, how do we know what values are good and what values actually work? So for this, we are going to click on File, then click on View Manual, and then what we will see is a window like this will come up. And this window, basically, if you scroll down far enough, we will actually see a color chart. Now this is the NetLogo color chart, and VMAP basically uses NetLogo for all the simulation work that it does. And so we follow the NetLogo color chart, and this basically tells you the values that specify what color the turtle is going to be and what color the drawing is going to be. So we can, let's say we pick, so the turtle is at green, so I think it's at 55. And so we want, if you want, if you want to change the value, let's say by 10, we're going to go up and down the scale. So let's say set color plus 10. And now we want all these commands to happen, let's say, a few times. Let's say, I would say 8 times, just to see how things work, and then drag all these commands in the within the repeat loop so that it actually will take place 8 times. So now to run the commands, we press setup and then we press go. I mean, I can run it slowly so that you can actually see how each line is being enacted. And then it's going to look something like this. And you're seeing that at the end of each step, the turtle actually changes its color. And because we put a place measure point command at the end of uh, each step that the turtle is taking, it's actually going to show up in the graph. So we can look at, so this is the change. So let's start with the odometer reading. So this is basically, so the first step is 40, the second step is 40. At the end of the second step, the total distance, the odometer is basically the total distance covered from the beginning at the end of each step. So 40, then 40 plus 50, then 40 plus 50 plus 60, and so on and so forth. And so in the bottom graph, if we see distance covered since last measure, it basically tells us the difference between the current step size and the previous step size of the turtle. And then the change in distance covered should be 10, because this is essentially this. So the step size plus 10, so it's the step size plus number. So basically, it's by how much the step size is changing every step. So this is basically acceleration. This is the velocity, the speed, not the velocity, the speed. And this is the total distance covered. So that's basically what I wanted to show. Hopefully this will be helpful in your journeys with ViMAP. And thank you.